Chapter 2. The Failing Detective. On Monday afternoon, the classroom of Class 2, Grade 4 at Yulin Primary School was particularly lively. The physical education teacher was absent, turning the class into a leisurely free activity period. Mo Duo seized this opportunity to secretly distribute flyers to his classmates. The flyers boldly proclaimed in eye-catching black font, "Detective Mo Duo at your service. Lost items, missing persons, and all kinds of mysterious cases accepted. Phone 1590090XXXX. Feel free to call anytime for inquiries. Referrals come with gifts." After continuously losing to Charlie the dog, Duo decided to do something that would gain his mother's approval. Helping his classmates solve small issues on campus was the brilliant idea he came up with. Some classmates glanced at the amusing flyer and pretended not to see it. Others directly crumpled it up and tossed it into the trash. Why would they ask Problem Duo for help? Although he was reluctant to admit it, Duo had indeed been categorized by his classmates as an unpopular weirdo. Duo wiped the sweat from his forehead and returned a large stack of flyers to his desk. Mo Duo. His desk-mate and class monitor, Yao Tingting, slammed her hand on the desk, her brows furrowing. If Yao Tingting called him Mo Duo, it meant she was really angry. She usually called him Duo. Duo immediately put on a smile and said with a grin, "Lady Ting, what can I do for you? Have you finished memorizing today's vocabulary?" Bam! Ting slammed the desk again, causing papers to fly everywhere. "And no, I haven't memorized it." Duo's forehead was sweating profusely as he slumped down, opened his English textbook, and began to read absent-mindedly. Bird, turtle, elephant. Charlie, alien dog. His eyes were glued to the book, but his hands were secretly rummaging through his backpack, pulling out one strange item after another. A magnifying glass, some rubber glue, adhesive tape. Duo sighed inwardly. What kind of magic tool would reveal the true identity of alien dog Charlie? Mo Duo. Ting forcefully slapped the books that Duo had knocked over onto his head. I know. Duo hugged his head and muttered under his breath, "Violent girl. Sigh, you boys." Ting put down her book, shaking her head in exasperation as she walked away. Duo stuck out his tongue at her back. At that moment, another group of boys in the classroom was gathered together discussing something. Something happened on Black Bay Street last night? What happened? I heard that last night on Black Bay Street. Several boys animatedly gestured, scaring the surrounding girls to back away, and the boys immediately began to gloat. Hearing the words Black Bay Street, Duo curiously turned around. The reason why Black Bay Street was scary was that it actually existed. It was located just behind the school. Many classmates didn't even dare to look in that direction. Last night, Black Bay Street was haunted again, Boy Sure Su said mysteriously, lowering his voice. My neighbor, Brother Wong, had to pass through there after his night shift. He said he inexplicably heard someone crying last night, and the cries echoed for miles, but he couldn't see anyone. Who was crying? My aunt said it was a wild beast howling. Boy, when you chimed in. Really? Of course, it's a beast that specifically eats girls. When you exaggeratedly said loudly, causing the surrounding girls to scream in alarm. Hearing their discussion, Duo felt a stir of excitement and couldn't help but join in. He stood on one leg on his chair, cleared his throat twice to gather everyone's attention. loudly declared, "What's so scary about it? There are no ghosts in this world. I, the future detective Mo Duo, will definitely uncover the reason behind the haunting." Seeing Problem Duo take the stage, the surrounding classmates burst into laughter. Ha ha ha! Duo plans to use his silly questions to confuse the ghosts. When you mocked, Duo, you don't need to catch ghosts. Just take a stroll down Black Bay Street at night and we'll be convinced. Are you brave enough? Sure, Sue began to stir the pot. Well, what's so difficult about that? But I don't have time right now. Once I find the evidence on my alien dog, I will definitely go. As soon as he heard Black Bay Street, Dwudwa's legs started to tremble, but he stubbornly held his ground. Haha, alien dog? Duo, you're such a whimsical genius. When you and Sure Sue laughed uncontrollably, I won't forget to invite you along to prove it when I go to Black Bay Street. Duo insisted. However, this statement left Sure Sue and the others speechless. Indeed, who would dare to go with him to prove it? Yao Tingting suddenly appeared from behind, slapped Duo on the head, and assumed the role of a little teacher. Stop talking nonsense. You haven't memorized the English text. If you can't write it during dictation later, I'll be the one stuck here with you. Okay, Lady Ting. Looking at Dwudwa's pitiful expression, Yao Tingting chuckled lightly, as if she thought of something. She raised an eyebrow, tore a piece of paper from her draft book, and quickly wrote something on it. Aren't you claiming to be a great detective? Now, I have something very important to tell you. Tingting placed the note in front of Duo. You must decode it quickly. This is related to a huge secret. If you're late, it might be too late. Tingting playfully winked at him. Duo took the note with confusion and saw just one sentence written on it. Sure, Sue, and when you have something to do, 5 times to Tianjin. Shisu, when you. These two guys had just been bickering with Duo. They were desk mates and usually got along well. Duo furrowed his brow and thought for a long time, then looked at Sure Sue and Wenyu, who were chatting and laughing at the front of the classroom, not knowing what they were discussing. Duo wondered, could they be going to Tianjin for something? What could kids possibly do there? If they got lost, adults would have to put out missing person notices. And 5 times? Go 5 times? Could the secret be hidden in the sentence? Duo tried to write out the pinyin for each character to find a pattern, but he discovered nothing. Tingting watched Duo scratching his head and digging in his ears, and her eyes crinkled with laughter. She bit her lip, glancing at the clock, and urged, "You need to hurry. Otherwise, this detective of yours will end up being a failing detective." Failing? Hearing Tingting say this, Duo pointed to his head. I get it. He looked at the clock hanging at the front of the classroom. It was almost 3:30. Oh no, I'm going to get scolded again. Duo made a bitter face as he looked at Tingting. Why didn't you say so earlier?